The message for us in today's gospel is clear. Be merciful, even as your Father is merciful. Learning to forgive those who have hurt us is one of life's greatest challenges. Peter's question, "How often must I forgive my brother?" comes from that sense of how difficult it is to forgive someone. The implication is that there has to be a limit to forgiveness. Peter suggests 7 times. Perhaps he wanted to portray himself as a very generous person. In the biblical culture of that time, 7 was considered to be a generous and complete number. To forgive 7 times is great forgiveness. Surely no more could be asked of one. Yet, Jesus does ask more. Not 7 times, but 70 times 7. Here the number is not important, but what Jesus wants to convey to us is, let there be no limit to our forgiveness. Jesus supports his challenging call with the parable about the servant who owes his master 10,000 talents. This was a massive amount equivalent to crores of rupees today. It simply could never be paid back. In the parable, the master felt so sorry for his servant that he simply cancelled his debt. Here we have the triumph of grace over strict justice. There is an image here of the gracious and generous way of God. Jesus reveals a God whose mercy triumphs over justice. The most memorable image of such a God is the father of the prodigal son. The remainder of the parable in today's gospel tells us that mercy that God freely pours into our lives should flow through us to touch others. That is what the servant who was forgiven failed to do, and therefore he had to face his master's fury. My dear brothers and sisters, the message for us in today's gospel is clearly and briefly mentioned in Luke chapter 6 verse 36. Be merciful, even as your Father is merciful.